you're not ready for what's coming next, because this isn't just gossip, it's a full-blown scandal that's got fans glued to their screens like a finale night meltdown. Buckle up, because the chaos starts with Lil Scrappy, the love and hip-hop Atlanta rapper, stumbling into a life-shattering revelation. His wife, Bambi Benson, wasn't just hiding a secret. She was hiding a whole child. And nope, not his child, someone else's. Yep, you heard that right. And the worst part? He didn't hear it from her, a friend, or even a rumor. No, the truth. Slapped him at 2:47 a.m. when a screenshot landed on his phone. Imagine rubbing sleep from your eyes only to see a photo of a random kid with a caption that read, "Who's this trips?" That suddenly looked like shady cover stories. Rumors swirled about a secret apartment Bambi had allegedly used to raise the hidden child. And guess who was rumored to be footing the bill? Yep, Stevie J, the same man who had been lurking behind the scenes, smiling in family photos and showing up at dinners. The same man who was way too available during this entire scandal. But Mama D wasn't done. Oh no, she added fuel to the fire by hinting at hush-hush contracts and sneaky conversations that never made it to air. This wasn't just betrayal. It was a setup, a whole blueprint. And if you're wondering, wait, is there more? Oh, baby, there is. Meanwhile, Scrappy was drowning in emotional hell. Fans flooded his name with love, but questions hung heavy. Would he stay with Bambi, raise the child, or cut ties and walk away? But instead of answers, Scrappy vanished. Off social, off radar, off everything. He didn't say a word. The silence, deafening. And don't kid yourself, this wasn't over. If anything, the storm had just begun. Everyone thought they had the story figured out. But this wasn't just cheating. This was layers upon layers of lies. And as the internet dissected every second of Bambi's past, Scrappy remained MIA. But buckle up, because the next twist? It's coming. Secret messages and private deals nobody knew about. This wasn't some messy fling. This was orchestrated, strategic, and cold. And you're probably sitting there thinking, wait, it gets worse? Oh, honey, it absolutely does. Scrappy was in full emotional collapse. Fans rallied behind him, but they were also torn. What now? Would he forgive Bambi, step up for a child that wasn't his, or burn it all down and walk away? Everyone wanted answers. But Lil Scrappy gave them silence. He ghosted social media, vanished like a ghost in a storyline. Not a peep, not a clapback, just cryptic posts and rumor whirlwinds spinning in his absence. The only universal truth? This chaos wasn't ending anytime soon. And if you thought the tea had stopped steeping, think again. Things were about to boil over. Here's where it gets real twisted. The entire world thought they had the truth. But this wasn't just cheating. It was psychological warfare. Something deeper was going on. Something darker. And while the internet dissected every blurry photo and every deleted comment, Scrappy stayed silent, watching, maybe suffering, maybe plotting, assessing the heartbreak, or had this betrayal completely broken him? And then came the shocker. Scrappy's first public response didn't come with a meltdown or a dramatic live stream. Nope. No tears, no screaming into the front camera. Instead, Scrappy did the unthinkable. He played it cool, ice cold. And in the middle of all this emotional firestorm, he posted just one thing. No selfie, no music link. Just silence, a message, and a mood. That night, Scrappy finally broke the silence with just one haunting Instagram post. No selfie, no quote card, just a pitch black screen and a single line. Pain is always genuine, and you could feel it. That wasn't just a sad caption, it was a gut punch. This wasn't reality TV theatrics or scripted drama. This was raw, real-life heartbreak. And the moment it dropped, the internet lost its damn mind. Speculation went into overdrive. Memes started flying, fan pages exploded. Was he talking about Bambi? The child? The betrayal? Or was this a message for everyone who had stabbed him? In the back, fans were split. Some thought he was exposing the truth in silence. Others believed he was being deliberately cryptic, dropping bombs without naming names. But before people could even catch their breath, boom, another plot twist hit the timeline. The very next day, an anonymous insider leaked what looked like a birth certificate, and that's when all hell broke loose. It was grainy, hard to read, but the key detail was crystal clear. The child wasn't Scrappy's. But hold up, it gets nastier. The last name on the document? Jordan, as in Stevie. G's government name? Yeah, that's Stevie J, not some mystery man. Not a stranger. It was the very man who had been sitting at the family table, smiling in the background, hiding in plain sight. And suddenly, everything snapped into place. The suspicious trips, the fake business excuses, the wellness retreats. All of it. Fans were shook. The puzzle pieces finally fit, and what they formed wasn't just betrayal. It was sabotage at the highest level. The question now, did Scrappy truly not know? Or had he been playing dumb the whole time, protecting himself, or maybe the child? Either way, this was no longer just messy. It was war, but just when fans thought they had the whole story mapped out, things got messier. A lot messier. Out of nowhere, Stevie J jumped on Instagram Live, and let's just say this wasn't your average good vibes only session. Nah, this man was sitting there smug, grinning like the puppet master behind the entire meltdown. No filters, no fluff, just messy, cryptic one-liners about big blessings loading and how folks love to talk about what they don't understand. Translation? He knew exactly what he was doing. It was painfully clear. Stevie J wasn't just connected to the scandal. He was neck deep in it, and he was thriving in the chaos. Fans weren't blind. They started putting two and two together. That friendly business partner, the one who was always hanging around Bambi and Scrappy? Yeah, turns out he wasn't just helping with promo shoots. He had been lurking right, in plain sight, at family dinners, events, probably holding the camera at baby showers. And just when you think you've reached peak drama, nope, buckle up. Fans went into full detective mode and started pulling receipts from Stevie J's own Instagram. One old post in particular blew up. From one of Bambi's mysterious work trips, it featured baby shoes, a bottle, and the caption, "Big blessings." Loading. Innocent? Please. Fans weren't buying the soft aesthetic, they were seeing through it. Questions exploded. Was that business trip actually a baby-hiding getaway? Was Stevie J more involved than anyone dared to say out loud? And then came Mama D, on fire, wine in hand, and zero chill. She went live again, but this time it was full-scale warfare. She called out the betrayal, the cover-ups, the lies, all of it. She said her son had been ambushed emotionally, and Bambi had played everyone like fools. Mama D wasn't just venting. She was dropping hints about shady contracts, secret deals, and skeletons that had yet to see the light of day. This wasn't just reality TV drama anymore. This was a full-blown, high-stakes takedown. The more Mama D spilled, the clearer it became. This wasn't just infidelity. This wasn't a one-night lapse in judgment. No, this was something darker. A full-blown scheme. Maybe even a well-oiled conspiracy machine that ran far deeper than just Scrappy and Bambi. And just when fans thought they'd reached rock bottom, bam, another twist. Suddenly people weren't just questioning Bambi. They were side-eyeing Scrappy, too. Was he really blindsided? Or had he been part of this train wreck the whole time? Was this all just a cooked-up storyline for the cameras? Or had Scrappy known more than he let on? Fans were split. Some thought he was the betrayed husband. Others weren't buying the clueless act. I mean, come on. He and Bambi had been together for years. How do you miss a secret this big unless you're choosing to? Maybe he knew. Maybe he just didn't want to admit it. Or maybe he was the ultimate pawn in someone else's long game. And this is where it got wild. Because with all the chaos flying around, one thing was certain. Scrappy was cornered. A decision had to be made. Was he going to blow it all up and confront Bambi, or quietly walk away from the wreckage? All eyes were on him. Social media was on fire, the streets were buzzing, and Scrappy, still dead silent. The pressure was suffocating, and the question on everyone's lips, who the hell could he trust now? Now, one thing was clear, this mess wasn't wrapping up anytime soon. In fact, things were just getting juicier. Think you've heard it all? Think again. Because the next twist, it's a showstopper. Just as fans started feeling like they had the whole plot mapped out, the universe said, not so fast. The scandal got hit with another blast of bombshells. And while Stevie J and Mama D were still setting everything ablaze, it was Scrappy's eerie silence that made it all even more disturbing. things were starting to feel way too quiet, and that's exactly what made it terrifying. Scrappy's silence wasn't just personal, it was contagious. Fans couldn't stop wondering, was this the heartbreak of a man blindsided by betrayal? Or was there something deeper festering behind the curtain? Why wasn't he clapping back? And what about Bambi? Was she hiding something even worse? Then came the leak that blew the lid off everything. But this time, it wasn't a fan, it wasn't Mama D, and it sure wasn't Stevie J. Nope. This bomb came straight from someone deep, inside the Love and Hip Hop production team. And their message? Simple, shocking, devastating. Bambi wasn't just hiding a baby, she was living a whole double life. The insider claimed Bambi had been secretly raising the child in a completely separate apartment, paid for by none other than Stevie J himself. Yep, the man everyone assumed was just lingering in the background. He was allegedly bankrolling her entire second life. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, oh, it did. Those work trips Bambi kept going on, according to the source, they weren't work at all. They were cover-ups. One trip to Arizona. That wasn't some wellness retreat. It was allegedly a private maternity suite, reserved under a fake name, fully funded by guess who? That's right, Stevie J. This man had been embedded in Scrappy's life for months. Vacations, holidays, dinners, smiling through it all while hiding one of the darkest secrets imaginable. And fans? They went feral. Social media turned into an investigation board. Every Instagram post, every live stream, every quote, fans were analyzing it all. Interview clips resurfaced, suspicious photos were dissected, and the puzzle was finally forming a horrifying picture. Was Scrappy part of the cover-up, or was he truly in the dark while everyone else played him? No one knew for sure, but the receipts piling up were damning. Still, the drama didn't stop at Bambi's secret life. No. The next twist came courtesy of Stevie J, who jumped back on Instagram Live. And this time, he wasn't cryptic. He was chaotic. Full-on gasoline on the fire energy. Grinning, messy, and ready to blow the whole thing sky high. It was hands down one of the wildest, most reckless live streams reality TV fans have ever witnessed. Stevie J sat there like the king of chaos, grinning ear to ear, clearly enjoying every second of the firestorm he helped ignite. Then, he dropped the line that sent social media into meltdown. Everybody always got my name in their mouths, but nobody's showing receipts. Just like that, timelines exploded. Fans started asking the only question that mattered. Did Stevie just confess to helping Bambi cover up the entire mess? But hold on. He wasn't finished. Not even close. He laughed off every Bambi-related question like they were jokes, then tossed out cryptic warnings about truths the public wasn't ready for. And baby, the fans started connecting the dots faster than ever. Stevie J wasn't some innocent extra in the background. He was front and center, the chaos conductor, and he was loving the attention. It was all a twisted game to him. Just enough. Hints to keep people obsessed, but never the full truth. He wanted to keep everyone chasing the story. And it was working. But before anyone could recover, boom. Another plot twist. Remember that shady post Bambi made? The one about doing what she had to do? Oh, Mama D was not letting that one slide. She jumped back on Instagram Live, and this time she came with fire. She read Bambi's words out loud in the pettiest, most sarcastic tone imaginable. Oh, I did what I had to do? Please, Mama D. Snapped. She tore into Bambi, calling her a liar, a coward, a manipulator who flipped their whole family upside down and used Stevie J as her personal decoy. Then she dropped the real bomb. She claimed the whole thing was premeditated. Bambi had allegedly planned it all from day one, and just when you think this circus couldn't squeeze in another act, guess who steps up? Erica Dixon, Scrappy's ex and mother of his first child. And she had zero plans to stay quiet. And no, Erica Dixon didn't just toss out a shady tweet or drop a cryptic Instagram story. Nope. She went full production mode. Dim lighting, wine glass in hand, and a YouTube video that could rival a confessional from a Bravo reunion. She spilled everything. According to Erica, she'd warned Scrappy years ago about Bambi, said she never trusted her, said something was always off, but Scrappy, in classic man-in-love fashion, brushed it off, called it jealousy, chalked it up to bitter ex energy. Well, who's laughing now? Because with all this mess finally unraveling, Erica had receipts and zero chill. She laid it out plain. Scrappy didn't deserve this. He was played, blindsided, and lied to by the people he loved most. Her video, it went viral fast. Comments rolled in by the thousands. Some called her brave. Others called her the voice of reason. And let's be honest, after the silence from Scrappy, fans were clinging to any voice that felt real. But Erica wasn't just there for clout. She came with a mission. She called Bambi out by name, not just for the lies, but for the damage, for what she did to Scrappy, for the pain, for the betrayal. She wasn't about to let Bambi tiptoe out of this mess like some misunderstood victim. And as the drama spiraled into total chaos, one thing became crystal clear. The truth wasn't staying buried. No matter how hard Bambi and Stevie J tried to spin it, the internet wasn't letting this go. The floodgates had opened, and behind them was a tidal wave of receipts, regrets, and rage. But just when you thought it was wrapping up, buckle up, because it was about to go nuclear. See, reality TV loves drama, but this wasn't just a storyline, this was real. And the final nail in this disaster's coffin, it wasn't another messy leak. No, this was bigger, louder, permanent. And what came next? It changed everything. Hit like a bomb. One of those moments that doesn't just shake reality TV, it sends shockwaves through the entire entertainment industry. You remember that secret reunion special folks had been whispering about? Yeah, it turns out it wasn't just another love and hip-hop reunion full of fake hugs and pre-rehearsed shade. Nope, this one was different. This was going to be live, as in uncut, unfiltered, real-time drama. VH1 titled it Secret Scandals and DNA, and fans were already losing their minds before a single second aired. This was it, the showdown. Scrappy, Bambi, Mama D, Stevie J, and even Erica Dixon all in one room. Cameras rolling, no edits, no safe words. Producers promised the ultimate. Face Off, a truth bomb extravaganza with receipts, regrets, and of course, fresh chaos. But what made it truly wild? This wasn't just about yelling across couches. It was a full-blown DNA test reveal. That's right. The moment fans had been dying for. Who's the daddy? Who lied? And what's the real story behind Bambi's hidden child? Viewers were glued, waiting for answers like it was a season finale cliffhanger, and the suspense was suffocating. But just before the reunion aired, Scrappy made one last move no one saw coming. While everyone was screaming online, his social media had gone eerily silent. Was he finally ready to confront Bambi? Was he ghosting the entire family? Or was this man just broken? Then, in the middle of the storm, Scrappy dropped an Instagram post, and it hit different. Black and white. No flash. No filter. Just Scrappy, holding his daughter, eyes heavy with pain. The caption? Pain is always genuine. That single line? Viral. Fans stopped in their tracks. The comments flooded in. Love, sympathy, support. People rallied. Behind him, like he was the heartbroken prince of hip-hop. But hidden inside that post was the real twist. Scrappy wasn't done. Not even close. The very next day, the results came in and confirmed what everyone had been whispering. The child? Not Scrappy's. It was Stevie J's. Now I know what you're thinking. Was this the final straw? Was this the end of the saga? Oh, you wish. It hit like a bomb. One of those moments that doesn't just shake reality TV, it sends shockwaves through the entire entertainment industry. You remember that secret reunion special folks had been whispering about? Yeah, it turns out it wasn't just another love and hip-hop reunion full of fake hugs and pre-rehearsed shade. Nope, this one was different. This was going to be live, as in uncut, unfiltered, real-time drama. VH1 titled it Secret Scandals and DNA, and fans were already losing their minds before a single second aired. This was it, the showdown. Scrappy, Bambi, Mama D, Stevie J, and even Erica Dixon all in one room. Cameras rolling, no edits, no safe words. Producers promised the ultimate. Face Off, a truth bomb extravaganza with receipts, regrets,